Temperatures on Lyrax's 9 dipped to -80 Celsius during its rotational dip, and the atmosphere was thick with nitrogen and ice crystals. For most species in the Galactic Interstellar Academy, it was a theoretical testbed for extreme survival. Simulations. For the human, it was Tuesday. Cadet Ronan Hale, representing Earth in the annual multi-species survival examination, stood at the icy edge of the simulation zone with nothing but a spoon. Yes, a spoon. The setup instructor Velcan, a six-eyed Glesian with biodigital eyes, addressed the cadets through the translator drone floating overhead. This is your final exam. Survive for one full Lyraxis rotation 22 Earth hours using local materials only. No weaponry, no drones. No AI. Build a shelter that keeps your body temperature above survival threshold. Begin now. Ronan watched the alien students scatter hoverboards, laser carvers, and thermal gel pods in hand. A Safari student sprayed liquid crystal to create a shimmering half-dome. A Draven cadet used carbon fiber bones to erect a spire-shaped shelter in seconds. Ronan? He knelt down and started digging. With his spoon. What is the human doing? Instructor. Velcan murmured in confusion, his bio eyes zooming in. The class watched from the safety observation deck behind the thermal glass. He's carving the snow. Manually? That tool, what is that? It's called a Kakam Cha, one of the translators explained with a buzz. A spoon, primitive earth-eating utensil. Alien cadets laughed. Even some instructors chuckled politely, but Ronan didn't notice or care. He wasn't here for applause. He was here to win. The Igloo 3 hours passed, while the Sathri Dome collapsed under internal condensation, and the Draven Tower cracked due to unequal thermal flow. Ronan was assembling something. Round. He had cut snow blocks by hand, curved, the shape with stunning symmetry, and placed each chunk with careful angling. It wasn't just a shelter, it was an igloo. A structure refined over thousands of years of Arctic human survival. No adhesives, no stabilizers, just pressure, geometry, and instinct. And the spoon. By hour 5, the alien students were failing. The temperature dropped further, -85 Celsius. Thermal scans showed 10 cadets had abandoned their shelters and hit the emergency alert to teleport back. Ronan remained inside. His shelter's internal temperature stayed at a cozy -10. He had even carved a ventilation hole. It wasn't luxurious, but it was stable, efficient, ancient. This is illogical, murmured a Zytraxian engineer watching from the faculty. Deck, no tech, no energy sources, and yet he survives. Not survives, Instructor Velcan corrected. He thrives. The confrontation at hour 15, only 3 students remained. All aliens. None comfortable. They watched in disbelief as Ronan stepped out of his igloo, stretched and calmly pulled out a small cup from his belt, snow heat from his own body. And yes, Dash Coffee. He boiled snow in a steel thermos using a chemical heat pack. He crafted from split battery cells and iron filings from a drill bit he salvaged during the prep week. Primitive? Maybe. Effective? Absolutely. Your species built cities from mud, crossed oceans in wooden ships, and navigated by starlight, whispered the insectoid cadet Sokka. We use satellites, and you forgot how to survive without them. Ronan replied, sipping. Final results at hour 22. The exam ended. Only 1 shelter remained intact. Only 1 cadet had stable vitals throughout. Only 1 passed with distinction. Ronan Hale, the human, the guy with the spoon, debriefing in the after-action review. The alien students filed complaints. The human was trained in ancient survival tactics. That's not fair. He used cultural knowledge beyond this era. His body is evolved for cold. This one came from a reptilian cadet shivering even under heat lamps. But Instructor Velcan silenced them with a single gesture. The human used nothing but instinct, memory, and resourcefulness. That is what survival means. You relied on tools. He became the tool. He turned to Ronan. What do you call this structure? Ronan smirked. An igloo. My ancestors in the Arctic built them with nothing but knives and muscle. I used a spoon. Aftermath Ronan's test footage was broadcast across the galactic. Academy's interspecies channels. The headline? Alien students freeze while human builds spherical snow fort with dining tool. On Earth, it became a meme. On alien worlds, it became a case study. In the survival curriculum, it became a legend. The next year, the Academy added a new course, Primitive Human Techniques 101, taught by guest instructor, Ronan HFY moment. Sometimes, it's not about the tech, not about the weapons, not about genetic upgrades or nano-dash suits. Sometimes. It's about remembering that humans once tamed ice with nothing but a spoon, willpower, and a bit of coffee.